Hey everybody, this is JP with Inksoft, and I've organized this video to showcase a new and really exciting technology called Separo. Now, Separo is a cloud-based tool that will allow you to color separate any of your raster and digital files. Specifically, this is going to generate simulated process separations. So what I want to do is kind of take you through the workflow and show you some of the tools that are available. So let's get started. Here we are in the dashboard of Separo. Of course, at the top right, I can securely sign out. Now, once you're logged in, there's a number of key things you can do. One, I can search my jobs. So as I'll show you in a moment's time, you have the ability when you upload new files, you can name your files and you can give a reference to your files. So if you have hundreds of files over time, this is a great way to search those jobs and find the right file quickly. Now, you also have a dashboard that allows you to see thumbnail previews of the file. You can see the name of the file and you can see the status of the file. Now, of course, I can click New Job. And here I have the ability to browse for files, select a file, and as soon as I do that, it will begin to process. So you can see here, the file is uploading, the palettes are generating. Now, depending upon the complexity of your file, this can take upwards of 5 minutes to complete. Here I have the ability to establish a name for the file. So this will allow you to associate a clear and simple name so you can search for it later. You can also associate a reference number. Now you might want to use an internal order number that you're using so you can quickly reference. You may want to give some other notes and information like the year, potentially the date, structure, maybe even put something more descriptive about the purpose of that particular job. Maybe you have a customer that's there's multiple files for multiple needs. So again, you can put reference to this, and then of course you can save. Now also mention, as those palettes are generating, you have the ability to preview your file against different backgrounds. And that's a great way to visualize your file, and I'll show you that becomes meaningful in just a moment's time. So let's go back to our dashboard now. Let's choose a job that's already been processed. So I'll go and select that job now. So let's start at the very top right. There's two key functions here. The first is the ability to choose how many colors you want in your separation. Now I'll point out to the right of the color choice, you'll notice the status of that job. So in this case, I've already processed a file 2 color, 4 color, 5 color, 6 color, and 8 color. That's already finished processing, so the separation is ready for download. Now in the event that you go to, say, a 3 color job, notice the button says Request Separation. So as soon as you make that selection, the process will get busy preparing the separation for download. So let's now go back to the 6 color version of this particular file. Let me walk you through this. So what's really unique about this technology is the color palette that's generated is actual Pantone colors, which is pretty unique. So here you can see that color palette established at the top, and again, that's Pantone. Here I have a number of decisions. I can introduce a new color. So notice the blue plus symbol. That will allow me to use the eyedropper to actually sample a color in the file and establish a new color palette. I also have the ability to really visualize my design. So again, I can choose to establish a background color. Maybe I'm going to imprint this on a black garment, so I can choose black. I have the ability to see a proof. So this is a simulation of the print result. I can compare. This is one of my favorite features. So on the left-hand portion, you'll notice this little blue indicator. Everything to the left of that blue indicator is going to show you the proof, the simulation of the print. On the right, I see the original. So this is a great way to make decisions about trade-offs in colors and consequences of reducing colors. So this becomes more visible if I say go to the 4 color version of this file. Notice that soft proof on the left compared to the original file on the right. Now this is even meaningful. You might want to showcase this to a customer. So if your customer is price conscientious and you're giving them options in terms of pricing, they can make a decision about the quality and the integrity of their file based on this simulation here. So really valuable tool not only for your internal team, but also for sales and marketing. All right, so now that I'm done, you'll notice the download separation option. So you can click that. That's going to download a zip file. Within that zip file, that's going to contain the original file that you uploaded along with an EPS file. Now what you're going to want to do is import that EPS file into Photoshop. And once you've done that, if you open up your channels Docker, you'll notice the separations are here. So here you can see the base white. You can see the rest of the Pantone values. And so what I can do is, of course, deselect these colors, and we can kind of walk through this. So of course, there's my base white. And then I can activate the additional colors, and you see how those colors now come together to compose that imprint. So again, this is brand new technology, and Inksoft is really excited about this. We wanted to showcase it to our customers. If you have any questions or any feedback, certainly post that. There'll be a link following this video where you can request your free trial. And make sure to get in and really kick the tires and apply your feedback and tell us what you think about this new technology. We expect to integrate this into Inksoft just to simplify and streamline. So of course, if your customer requests or designs rather in the design studio a raster design, and they you want to of course generate separations from that will be built in and integrated directly into Inksoft to help streamline that workflow and that process. So we're eager to see what you think. Make sure to post some feedback, and we'll take it from there.